As an organization, as a body, this would be no different really on a local church level. It's just that we're dealing with the conference level. We agree to rules by which we govern ourselves. It is not a free-for-all. Obviously, there's a distinction that makes us the General Conference of the Church of God Seventh-day from other organizations. It is those rules that we as members agree to at our convention. And once those rules are established, then we're all bound by them. The board can only govern by the rules the members agree to. So compliance, and the topic of compliance is around, do we have compliance to the rules that we have agreed to as a membership? Compliance should be thought about in two categories. One is financial compliance, and the other is governance compliance. So in financial compliance, the question is around, in order for us to work together as a conference, it takes finances. We have agreed to a financial plan as to how do we maintain a General Conference office, how do we maintain printing quarterlies, and so on and so forth. And so we have seen the benefit of being able to know how many of our congregations are in compliance or not, in order for us to not only track are we making progress, but how can we become better. And then as it relates to governance, as a General Conference, these rules that we have agreed to abide by, we also have to ensure how many of our congregations are following them, so that, there's a statement, any house divided against itself will fall. So if we have rules at the conference level, and the congregations that belong to the conference have rules that conflict with that, you can see that it's going to be difficult for us to work together. We must be marching to the same drum. So the compliance is about an assessment. Where are we in our journey? If we are at a stage where we only have 20% of our churches in compliance and 80% not compliant, that requires a different strategy than if we had 75% of our congregations in compliance and 25 not. So knowing where we are is the first milestone in being able to develop a plan as to how we move forward. So compliance has been discussed within that context. And so you'll hear district superintendents, you'll hear the conference president talk about compliance within those two categories.